Snowdon. That is the highest mountain of England and Wales, 1085 meters high in Wales, in the northern part of Wales, and it is additionally the centerpiece of Snowdonia National Park. There are many tourists. In the summer months, these are 1,000 people who are coming up with the Llanberis Railway, which had opened in 1896 up to the summit, and additional 1,500 people walking up there on the footpaths built. There's also a car park built that the people are not parking on the roads and so on. And so many people are going there. There's a cafe at the top where the people are drinking coffee, I guess. And it is a glaciated landscape. It is a pyramidal mountain with coral lakes on three sides, with many reeds separating them in different places. And from these coral lakes, there are now tarn lakes in from, for example, Llyn Gyleswyn. There are going glaciers down. There's a glaciated landscape. There are truncated spurs and many reeds. There's a ribbon lake, Lundinas, for example, a long lake lying inside of moraine, the material brought down with glaciers. Some people are littering quite something there, so that the Prince of Wales once said it would be the highest slum of Europe. And that is Snowdon, a mountain there, and it is visited by many people every year. And there are also some sheep, and they are grazing there, and in the summer months, the valleys, the hay is connected so that the sheep have something to eat in the winter months. And that is according to Geography by Jane Ferretti and Brian Gressley on the page 26. The positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entities spoken.
Hi and welcome. I am trying to learn glaciology today, Snowdonia in North Wales, and after we've done that, we're gonna do extensor carpi ulnaris strength training, and if you participate in the extensor carpi ulnaris strength training, then it's very risk. Snowdonia. It is 1085 meters high, and it is the highest mountain in England and Wales, and the centerpiece of a Snowdonia National Park. It is a good example of a glaciated landscape. On the map below, the heavy green lines show the main ridges. Many are reeds, enclosing the semicircular hollows. CWMS. A reed is the steep knife-edge ridge which separates two corries. This is a mountain having two different sides, different glaciers, and the knife-edged ridge separating them, that is the reed. Okay, Snowdonia is a mountain in North Wales, and there are glaciers. The green lines, the heavy green lines, are the ridges or reeds, most of the time, or oftentimes, and they are enclosing the swamps. And the swamps, these were the same as the corridor cirque, or yes, corridor cirque, the thing where it starts the glacier. Physical features, green thing. U-shaped valley, steep sides and flat floor. Okay, there are these U-shaped valleys through the glaciers, with steep sides and a flat floor where the glacier went through. For example, here, I don't know where it is. 1 kilometer, so that are around 15 kilometers or something. Truncated spurs sliced off by the glacier as it moved down Llanberis Valley. Interlocking spurs cut by glacier. Truncated spurs, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what truncated means on spurs. Maybe they mean a place where two glaciers came together. I think we're going to look up what truncated and spurs means in etymology in another series. Okay, where are these truncated spurs? A reed is also then here, mountain ranger path between these two valleys also, but it is not really visible now on the map. And pyramidal peaks surrounded on three sides by swamps, or the corries. Corries. At one place there is a pyramidal peak. That is Snowdon. So here's the center of Snowdonia. Is the mountain. The mountain is Snowdon. Snowdonia is the national park. So the mountain itself is Snowdon. The park is Snowdonia. And the mountain Snowdon has where its peak, it is a pyramidal peak with 3 sides, and each of one having a Suvum or Corrie. Suvum or Corrie at the start of the glacier, large armchair. Is the glacier called large armchair? Shaped hollow with tarns, lakes. Lesland and Ludav. Inside of the Sims were now these lakes and they are called tarns. The Ribbon Lake, what was the Ribbon Lake? They said it was this longer thing where once the glacier was in and now it is widened, and now there's the lake going through, widened like in a river. Original river, if dammed by moraine material, forms a long, narrow ribbon lake. So the river is going through the moraine material, the material which the glacier has brought with it. Used by people, tourism. In the height of the summer, Snowdon is climbed by 1,500 walkers each day. 1,500 people during the summer months per day. The railway from Llanberis, I don't know how to pronounce any of the names, or the railway from Llanberis, which opened in 1896, carries another 1,000 people to the summit, where there is a cafe. 1,000 people a day. Okay, to the summit. So to the top. The summit on a busy day was once described by the Prince of Wales as because of many people were the crowds, and also because of the littering, because people were throwing down the trash, as the highest slum in Europe. Farming. The main industry apart from tourism is hill sheep farming. Okay, the people there were not just living from tourism, or the main industry done there. I don't think if the people living there are living from it. The industry done there is sheep grazing. Sheep farming. Sheep graze the hillsides and farmers collect hay from the flat valley floors for winter feed. Okay, but that is here what we explained. There are these flat valleys through the glaciers where the sheep are grazing, and also the floor of the valleys where the glaciers were in at many places, there comes the winter feed from. So also the dawn just went dried. I don't know how it's called now in English. Hydroelectric power. The water from the high mountain lake, Macklin Mather, is piped to a small hydroelectric power station in a hillside cavern above in Paris. Okay, somewhere there is a hydroelectric power station. Somewhere they're making electricity. I don't know exactly what it is. Management. There are many footpaths to the summit. Some now paved to reduce erosion. Is the erosion actually from footpaths enormous? Maybe. Car parks have been built at the start of footpaths to prevent parking on the main roads. Yes, okay, they're built for the many people going there up every day. They said here 2,500 people can it be a day. Many of them come back with a car, so they don't park it on the street, but on parking lots. There are national nature reserves and sites of special scientific interest around Snowdon. Okay, people looking there what is going on with the nature, and also that the nature keeps reserved. Some preserving one of the rarest plants in Britain, the Snowdon lily. One such reserve is SDYDQLPY. Okay, here is somewhere SDYDQLPY, and there's, for example, the Snowdon lily. Okay, now we read it. If you were here for glaciology, you can come back to the next part of glaciology. We will come back to it and make a little video, either Snowdon or yeah, I think Snowdon. And if you stay here and participate in the extensor kappa in a strength training, then it's better to have a good and stable state. Arms to the sides with fists and bring them down and up. And we're having 3 rules. The first rule is that we are stopping immediately as soon as there's pain. And no fists like that, and down. The second rule is that we're going only as far as we can go with a little bit of effort. And the third rule is that we're not overdoing it. We just want to strengthen, not to exhaust. And now you can use a sock, a t-shirt or a towel, press onto it and bring the hand again down and up. Press equally with all 5 fingers. And again down and up. And with the other hand, press and down and up. And with your hand, press into the outside and again in. Only as far as it goes. All painless. And with the other hand, press and in and out. And with the other hand again, press in neutral position and again over and press again. And that was the extensor carpi ulnaris strength training. I thank you very much and until next time.